We're going to hear from our state's top doc tomorrow afternoon.
Now, this is the first time that she's held a press conference specifically about COVID in a couple of weeks. Now, we don't know exactly what she's going to say, but she surely will mention the big rise in cases we've been seeing. Just a few hours ago, the state reported another 5,027 cases.
This is the second day in a row the numbers have been above 5,000. The state health department has said about 98% of these new cases are Hoosiers who are not vaccinated. 1 in 3 Americans. That's the number of people who had been infected with COVID by the end of last year.
And less than a quarter of those people actually got tests confirming their cases, meaning the others weren't even documented. All of this comes from a new Columbia University study.
They found infection rates were highest in the upper Midwest and the Mississippi Valley, reaching 60% of the population in the Dakotas, Wisconsin, and Minnesota.
Now, with the Delta variant spreading, there's a lot of fear among people, even those who are vaccinated, about catching COVID-19.
But tonight, as our Mary Mills found, there's some new hope for people, especially those with compromised immune systems.
Lisa Edwards and her stepdaughter Stephanie Johnson were both eager to get their booster shots. Lisa was first. She went to the CVS last week as soon as she qualified.
It did give me an extra boost of confidence. Hopefully I will not get sick or to give it to someone.
Lisa qualified for the booster because she's had 2 kidney transplants. The first in 2009 failed. Soon after, Stephanie stepped up, providing her stepmom with a life-saving gift 9 months later.
She's allowed me to see my son graduate. I've been able to watch her when she walked down the aisle. I was able to see my son and daughter-in-law get married.
And welcome 3 grandchildren into the world. Stephanie says it was an easy decision.
It's such a small thing that I can do to help someone, so it kind of goes hand in hand with getting the vaccine too, that, you know, it's a very simple thing to do to save someone's life.
While Stephanie doesn't yet qualify for the booster, as soon as she does, she's getting it.
To me, I see it just kind of like the flu shot. You know, it's not going to prevent me from getting it, but it's going to prevent me from going to the hospital with it.
Lisa, on the other hand, is at greater risk, along with so many others who are first up for the booster.
So my immune system is compromised, so I can get sick very easy, and I don't want to end up in the hospital. So I do try to take extra care so I do not get sick.
She and Stephanie hoping those still hesitant about the vaccine will reconsider.
I would encourage it. I mean, I would really encourage it, just not for yourself, but for people around you.
Booster shots are expected to start for everyone else around September 20th. And you're going to need to get one about 8 months after you got your second dose. Now, keep in mind, this is only for people who are 18 and older who got the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine shots. And there are still a lot of places right now where you can get your COVID shot if needed. All you have to do is text the word vaccine to 317-655-5740. After you do that, we will respond, sending you a link with everything you need to know. And just in now, the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra will require vaccination proof to attend its concerts. The ISO making the announcement online today. This means if you want to go to a show, you're going to need to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID-19 PCR test to attend the performances and the events at Hilbert Circle Theater before November 1st. After that, only fully vaccinated guests will be allowed to attend. Now, this is a mandate that does not apply to guests or members of the audience that are children under the age of 12.